What up, 12s? Happy Blue NFC Championship Friday. It's been a while, been way too long since I've done one of these, so apologize for not having been more active on the blogs and everything, but I'm glad to be here now because, can you believe it? It's 2 days away from the NFC Championship, one more game to get back to the Super Bowl. Who would have ever thought we'd be back here a year ago thinking we'd be back here again? Well, I had a pretty good hope that we would, but you go back to the early part of the season and 3-3, having lost to the Rams, people were writing us off. We looked like a team that was falling apart. And who would have thought that we would lose only one more game and win out to basically get to this point again? It's really amazing. It truly is like a little mini miracle by itself to see what this team has accomplished. And man, it's just we proved everybody wrong. I should say this team proved everybody wrong that we couldn't get back, that we couldn't repeat, that the Super Bowl hangover was going to be too much for this team to overcome, having to release Percy Harvin and the injuries that we had. And they did it. I mean, we are on the cusp of making history. So I'm so excited. It's so much has happened. So much is about to happen. But let's get into it. Last week was the divisional game against the Panthers. We won 31-17. It was an awesome game. I hope you guys have had a chance to watch that. Check it out here. You can get to the video right here, this link. And it really wasn't even that close. I mean, we should have, they got a field goal at the end of the Panthers got a field goal at the end of the half that they really should have gotten. They had like 3 tries to get that field goal, and I can't believe we didn't get the block and got the penalty on that one, but that's 3 points they should have had. And then they kind of had a garbage time touchdown as well. So really, they only had one touchdown that I felt like they really, truly earned early in the game. But after that, it was all Seattle. So, not to mention, in that game, Byron Maxwell did not play. Apparently he had the flu, had shortness of breath. So Thurl Simon was his replacement, and he got picked on by Cam Newton all game long. As you can see, that was almost their key go-to side, was just to throw on his side, and they kept converting first down after first down, and eventually got the touchdown scored on his side. And it was frustrating to watch. I kept wondering, where's Maxwell at? And eventually we found out he just couldn't get back in there, but they didn't really need him because we had a big enough lead by the time we got to the second half that we never really had to worry about it. But we are not going to be able to have that luxury this weekend. And I believe we will be back with Maxwell, so that should shore up the LOB back to kind of a more solid, not quite giving up so many yards as we did. And we did give up a lot of yards. We gave up over 100 yards on the ground. They ran pretty well. Yeah, they're a good running team. And Newton threw for 246 yards as well, 2 touchdowns, but he also gave 2 very crucial picks, especially the last one that pretty much sealed the game for us, as you guys well know. So, on the flip side, the Seahawks, Wilson was incredible. Going on third down, he was 8 for 8, 199 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, just insane. I mean, I've talked all year about third down efficiency, and I was hoping for better than 50% through the course of the year, which I don't think we did. But 100% on third down, I'll take that. I'll take that any day. Now, are we going to get that this game or even close to that? That's pretty tough to replicate. But again, if we can get 50% over conversions on third down, we'll be sitting pretty good. That means we're keeping their offense off the field. So we just got to go back to what we do. Running the ball. We should be able to run the ball better because Carolina was the number one rushing defense. And so, it's no surprise that we had a tough time running, but that just opened it up for the passing game, and we took advantage. So I think we can get back to our ground game. I think that's going to open up and get back to what we do. Ball control, efficiency, and then just score touchdowns in the red zone. We got to do that. So Wilson was amazing, and of course no one ever really gives him credit for that, but he was. Our receivers did an awesome job getting downfield. That explosive play to Curse, Baldwin. I love that play where you can just see the the recognizing recognizing of the defense, that they had no safety back there, and that Baldwin and Baldwin kind of gave a little gesture, then Wilson does this little, whatever this means, crying baby thing or whatever. But they obviously knew what was up, and he put the ball where it had to go, and Baldwin made a great catch. And it's cool when you see that kind of chemistry, that unspoken body language that just sort of, they know what to do just by a quick glance or a little sign. So we need to see more of that, definitely. And then Luke Wilson, man, he was awesome. As I said in my recording during the game, Luke Wilson owns the Panthers. You know, he was the key for us beating them the first time, and he had a touchdown against them as well, and another couple of catches that were pretty clutch. So I think we need all those guys to have really good games this time as well. So to complement our running game, you know, so if we click like we did last week offensively, you know, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Of course, the guy who stole the show, Cam Chancellor, my favorite defensive player, he had game high 8 tackles, 2 assists, and nearly that amazing jumping the line to try to block the field goal 2 in a row. And the pick 6 at the end to seal the game. He was lights out, and it's a shame that he did not make first team All-Pro. People just don't give him enough credit where credit is deserved. But love having that guy, and to me he's been a difference. He was the difference in the Super Bowl. He was the difference during the middle of the season when we were struggling, when he wasn't healthy, and having him and the complement of Bobby Wagner, those two guys healthy, they put the meanness in this defense, and he was on top of it. So, bam, keep it going. I think he has anything close to a game like that, it's gonna be a long day for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So, feeling pretty good about that personnel. So, anyway, going back. So now comes down to this one game away from the Super Bowl, and it couldn't be more fitting to have Packers, basically the number one scoring offense against the Seahawks' number one scoring defense. Rodgers versus Wilson, Lacey versus Beast Mode. It's, you know, so lots of drama, you know, rematch of the first game, and all that good stuff. But I think what people aren't really talking about very much is Wilson and the offense against the Packer defense. The Packer defense is really pretty average at best. They were 15th in the regular season overall defensive ranking. So again, I've said the key to last year, as we made our run to the Super Bowl, similar to this one, is that because of our conference and then these other teams we played, like Carolina, we've been playing these really, really, really stout defenses. And to beat those teams, all that does is sharpen your offense to be that much better. So when you play a team like the Packers, who have a so-so defense, just like we played the Broncos in the Super Bowl, who had a so-so defense, suddenly you just feel like, wow, it's like hot knife through butter, you know. I just think, you know, the matchup is very favorable for Seattle because of that, because of the fact that they've had this gauntlet to go through. You know, it just toughens you up, and I believe we're going to be able to exploit that. So the only real bad news from that game was, as you guys all saw, Paul Richardson. He was having such a great several weeks leading up, had some great catches in that game, and to see him go down with the ACL tear, you know, it's just really too bad. I feel really bad for the guy, because, you know, this guy potentially, you know, would have had the ability to make some big time catches in this NFC Championship game and then play in the Super Bowl, and now he won't be able to be on the field. I mean, that's just got to be a major bummer, you know, just to miss out on the opportunity to be out there. So he'll be back, you know, and I like the progress he's making, and I think this bodes well for next season. But it's just too bad that we won't have him. You know, that he was turned out to be a really good target and stretched the field pretty well. And so we'll have to make some adjustments. Next man up, obviously, and he won't be returning kicks. Not that he was doing that huge of a job, but he was improving. So I imagine Baldwin will probably be back there. We'll see. That'll be kind of a new wrinkle as we move forward for this game on Sunday. So, what's my prediction about this game? Obviously, I'm feeling pretty optimistic, but I broke it down into, fittingly, 12 reasons why Seattle's going to beat the Packers. And then I'll tell you what my score is going to be. So here we go, starting from number one. Number one reason we'll beat the Packers. Because, number one, we have the number one defense. Our front seven, despite being banged up, despite, having Jordan Hill in the Rams game, between the Rams game and the Divisional game, losing Jordan Hill, losing Brandon Mebane, we've still managed to stay sharp and not really drop off at all. So I think front seven is solid. Our linebacking core is playing off the hook. And we can say about the LOB with Maxwell back. It's going to be fun to watch those guys running around, wreaking havoc. So, number one. Number two, because 2 times we beat the Packers when they were here last time. The infamous Hail Mary game that we won, and then, of course, the season opener this year. So the last 2 times they were here, we beat them 2 times. So when Rodgers had 2 good calf muscles, now he's supposedly only down to 1. So we beat him by 20 points in the opener. So I feel like, yeah, we should be able to take care of these guys, given the condition that they're in. So number 3 reason is number 3, Russell Wilson. Russell, after that last game, has now achieved the highest quarterback rating in playoffs history at 109.6. So he is the highest rated quarterback to play in the playoffs. So there you go. Number 3, he's going to lead the way for us, baby. Number 4 reason. Number 4, Stephen Hauschka, Hausch Money. He's going to be making sure we get those extra points when we score touchdowns, and he's going to kick a couple field goals in there, I believe. So I believe we're going to be able to lean on him to be solid as always, and on kickoffs. He did a great job last week, and it's going to be no different this week. Number 5, because Russell Wilson is 5-1 in the postseason. So what can you say? 5 wins in the postseason, 1 loss. He's got a good track record. Number 6 reason we're going to win is because, number 6 as in pick 6, Cam Chancellor, MVP in my book of the Super Bowl, MVP of the last game. He is going to step up and lead the way with that defense, setting the tone early, laying the hammer down, setting the tone, making those guys pay, think twice about going across the middle, and laying the wood down. And so, yeah, keep Chancellor, my man. Number 7. 7 games in a row since that game in Kansas City, our last loss. We have been on a 7-game tear win streak, and it's been basically like the playoffs for us for the past 2 months, because we wouldn't have gotten to this point if we didn't win every single game. And so how can you complain as a Seahawks fan to have compelling, great, victorious games since mid-November all the way to now? It's January, for crying out loud. So I mean, that's just, we're getting our money's worth here, as a ticket holder, but just as a fan. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. Every single game is compelling and exciting and thrilling and victorious. Awesome. Number 8 in a row. That's how many playoff games we have won at home. So yes, 8 straight playoff games. It's going to be 9 on Sunday. That ties us with the Redskins. I can't remember what year. It's been a while. For the 4th longest streak in NFL history. So there you go. Number 9 reason. We are 25-2 at CenturyLink in the Russell Wilson era. 25-2. That's a pretty good winning percentage, if you ask me. So I think that will continue. CenturyLink, not in our house, baby. Number 10, Max Unger. He was looking a little scary there at the end of the game of the Panther game kind of took a bad hit. Guy rolled up on his ankles and his knees, and he limped off the field, and we were all wondering, you know, is he going to be back? And it looks like he will be playing, which is a big relief. And Maxwell, as we said earlier, should be back in form. So having those two guys back, again, solid. So getting down to our last two reasons. Number 11 reason, beast mode. Just got to feed him the rock, and he'll take care of the rest. This average defense, we should be able to run all over them. Beast mode ran for over 100 in our first game against them. No reason why they shouldn't be able to do it again this time. Get them going, wear them down, chew the clock up, control the ball. That's how you beat a team like the Packers, with a quote MVP quarterback. That's what you do. You take the MVP off the field. And the best way to do that, run the ball. All right. My number 12 reason we are going to win this NFC Championship game and go to the Super Bowl again. Number 12 reason. Us, the 12s. That's right. More particularly, the 12s who are in the building. All right? I had posted something on Facebook saying I thought everybody did a great job at the Carolina Panther game. I thought everyone brought it. It was pretty noisy. I thought we disrupted things pretty good, but we can do a lot better. Still not satisfied. I still don't feel like we've hit that peak noise level that we could do that could just completely disrupt everything that the Packers want to do. So if you are going to be at the game, you guys need to rise up. You guys need to get off your butts on when the Packers are on the field. Not talking about third down. I'm talking about every down when the Packers have the ball. That's how I work. That's how I roll when I'm at the game. As soon as Seahawks get the ball, I'm just quietly sitting there just watching what's up. As soon as the Packers get on, it's like, okay, time to suit up. Let's go. Get on your feet. Noise the whole time. That's what we need everybody to do. Because I still look around and see too many people just all that stuff. I'm like, come on. Especially this game. This is it. Super Bowl. Right around the corner. We can affect that game. We have the ability to actually, we can't take the field, we can't hit anybody, but we can hit them with our sound waves. All right? So I implore all of you who are going to be at the game, please, 12s, close your mouths, be quiet when Russell and the offense is working, and stand up the whole time and make as much noise. If you can't scream loud, well, clap your hands, do something. But don't just sit there quietly when the Packers have the ball, okay? This is 68,500 whatever crazy people in there. You get everybody in the building, yelled at the same time, the windows would probably shatter, okay? So let's do that. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what damage we can wreak, all right? All right. So, prediction. I'm predicting that we will win 27-17. All right? Could be higher, but I hate to overestimate things, so that's my pick. Beat the Packers by 10, send us to the Super Bowl. And do you realize that when we win this game on Sunday, and when we advance to the Super Bowl, we could potentially become the third team to win back-to-back Super Bowls in the past 20 years. There have only been 3 teams. And with amazing, cool statistical thing about it is the Cowboys did it in 93-94. 10 years later, the Patriots did it in 03-04. And now it's 10 years later, 2013-2014, Seahawks. 10 years exactly between the back-to-back teams. Isn't that crazy? So we must fulfill the destiny, the fate, the pattern is all right there, meant for us to take. And we can make it happen. We, you and me, 12s, we can make it happen. All right? Do your job. Do your job. All right. Gotta wrap things up here. hope you've seen some of my videos that I've been posting since, obviously the games, but I've had a couple music videos that I posted. I did one during the holiday, but my latest one, Win It Tonight, which is kind of my a cappella version of a Chris Brown song called Yeah 3X. I called it Win It Tonight, and shot a bunch of footage during the rally over at Renton City Hall, so check that out. Here's the link to it. And the Rivals video, it's making its rounds. Me against Trevor, the Packers fan, in our bathroom brawl. Adjusted for this playoff game, so check that out. I hope you'll give that some love. And there's a lot of stuff going on today. I want to tell you guys about something that I want you to check out too. I'm partnering up with a company called Louder Rewards. They have an app called Louder Rewards, and like louder rewards. And basically it's an app that allows you to interact and do the same kind of things that you would do following the Seahawks, but you get points for doing so. And then what these points can translate into is stuff that you can buy, like Seahawks gear and things like that. So check it out, either through your phone app store or louderrewards.com. Okay, and today, this morning, Blue Friday, I can get this posted before I have to go, but there's going to be a Blue Friday rally at Westlake Park downtown. I'm going to be there this morning into the noon hour. That's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of stuff going on there. And tonight, for those of you who are from the Puget Sound area, Evening Magazine on NBC King 5 is doing a story on Norb-Cam. Woo! To lead off their show tonight at 7:30 p.m. So I'm very excited. They're supposed to do an interview with me at the rally today, and I'm excited to see what kind of story they do. But I'm very grateful to have been given this opportunity to get a little television airtime. Special thanks to St. Brian for approaching me on this and making this happen. Also to Rich Schauger, who we watched the Cardinal game. Thanks to his invitation over at the Toledo Casino. He's been advocating, really pushing to try to get Norb-Cam out there, and I think he made quite a few calls to Evening Magazine. So I think his efforts definitely paid off. So thanks, Rich, for pulling for me. All right, appreciate it very much. So some quick shout outs. Blake and Jonathan in California. Joey, I don't know if it's Igo or Ego. But Joey, young man, I appreciate you. You guys sending me pictures of you watching Norb-Cam, so thanks. Keep watching. Love you, pal. Go Hawks. Andy, Robinette, and your crew at Snohomish High School. What's up? Shout out to you guys. Keep the Seahawks love all the way to the Super Bowl, baby. Shout out to across the globe to the UK Seahawk fans. Again, Rich Schauger, Alex Arias, Brian Swanson, Brian Abker of KJR, Steve Huang, Brittany Larson, Wendy Huang, Paul Byer of 12 for 12s, Danielle Peterson, Mark Collins of Save Our Seahawks and Latigo Ace, Jason Christopher, John Bachner, Jason Coiner, and Anita Bly. Love you guys. You're always for being there. Sam Dog, I'll see you at the game. Konsti Pfluger over in Germany. What's up? And Julie, we'll see you at the game, although I'm a little different seat this time. And Andrew, and of course KJR's Pedro Barthez, and then Chase Strong and Vu Nguyen. Thank you all guys for, always supporting me, watching the videos, and chiming in on social media and Facebook and everything. So love this 12 community. It's been such a fantastic year. In addition to the games, this has just been so much fun. So one last thing I want to say, big special thank you to Jeff Rudolph and the Rudolph family, all the way from Las Vegas. One, for lobbying me. Jeff has been lobbying hard to get Norb-Cam, get me to raise the 12-man flag at CenturyLink, and that has always been a great dream, and I told him, I said, well, I know there's probably tons of people who deserve to raise it before I do, but I do appreciate you guys making this move to try to push to have me do it. And someday if it happens, that would be just the ultimate dream come true. So thank you guys for all your support. I really do appreciate it. But two, I want to thank his son Jeffrey, who made for me and sent me this really awesome Norb-Cam duct tape wallet. Actually, he sent me two of them. It's this one and this one. See that? Isn't that awesome? I'm gonna use it this weekend for good luck at the game. All right. And he was kind enough to send me a letter as well. I'll just have to, it's gonna be kind of hard to read, but I'll read it to you. It says, "Dear Norb-Cam, thank you for putting me in your video of the wallet made of duct tape. I've worked hard on making the wallet. My family and I watch your videos over and over again. My baby sister loves your video when you're having a rap battle with an Eagles fan, Philadelphia. I hope you love the two wallets very much." I do. "We cannot wait for the next video you will post. We will watch your videos till the end. Sincerely, Jeffrey Rudolph." And he put a cool picture. You see that? It might be hard to see. It's kind of bright. There you go. Got a picture of me even. See that? Norb-Cam. All right. Anyway, thank you, Jeffrey, for sending me that. I'm very touched the fact that you would even do this, and for taking the time to write me that letter. That's really, really cool. So, in return, I want to send you something. This is actually something that my friend Rome De La Salas from Tennessee, who I met in St. Louis to watch the St. Louis Rams game that we didn't win, but we had a great time out at St. Louis. He makes these talisman, and they are like a little good luck charm, little Seahawk logo on it. And on the back is in kanji characters or Japanese characters, it says victory. So I'm gonna send this to you guys once I get your, I'm gonna send this to you, and you can wear this for good luck when we go to the Super Bowl. All right. And I think that's it. And thanks for all you guys for watching and supporting my videos. And let's go get it done on Sunday. Super Bowl, I can't believe it. Again, it's gonna be awesome. Okay, and if you haven't already, please like my videos, subscribe, and just keep watching Norb-Cam. I appreciate it very much, you guys. All right, that's it. Go Hawks.